You know what else is crispy? Microwave chips. Let me tell you, this is a new fucking scientific breakthrough in history. You just microwave some chips and dip them in ketchup, and they're just French fries. They're just well done French fries.
You put it in ketchup though?
Yeah, you dip
You
it
have
in
to
ketchup.
put it in ketchup.
You have to. It makes it a French fry part.
Yeah, if you don't, it's not French fry.
Okay.
And they're already
That's what he's
salted.
doing, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes it the more of a French fry. You know what I mean?
Okay. I
Well,
can see
and the
that.
fact that it's a potato that's fried.
It's just a really thin French fry.
Just
if
not
you think about
French.
it. I think chips are just really thin French fries.
Are they only French fries if they're French? Like champagne
Don't
is
they-
only champagne because it's from France.
French.
So
I don't even think were French fries made in France.
What is really fried that's French? I think of rare things.
French
What are-
toast.
French
It's not
toast.
fried.
Yeah, it is.
I think
You
French,
fry
French
it.
toast is
It's
fried.
not. It's not
Is
deep
it
fried.
fried pan?
No.
Fried
Well, yeah,
pan.
it's like
Frying
a
pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
fried.
then they put the
Okay,
frosties
yeah.
on
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
losing
yeah.
you.
Well, powdered
Frosties.
sugar.
I definitely dip it in ketchup.
You have to
So,
dip it.
have you guys had sriracha ketchup?
I
Yeah.
don't know. People love sriracha. I don't do them as sriracha.
I don't like the sriracha ketchup. I don't really. I like fucking with my ketchup, but not in a spicy way.
You know, I go to In-N-Out and I put the pepper in my ketchup.
Yeah, I mix it with the spread.
Oh,
I
that's
like
a little
that.
different.
I like
I
that.
can see the ketchup with the pepper,
Like
but
black pepper.
so, dude, they make it in a bottle now though, so you don't have to like because I
Do
know
they call
most
it
places just
sriracha?
make- No, I wish. I don't know.
Why wouldn't they? Have you heard of the mayo chups and the mayo cubes
Have you heard of
and
mayo
the mayo
chup?
sturds?
Yeah, you told me about those.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Mayo chup,
Mayo
was the-
chup, mayo Q,
You
and mayo must.
mayo must.
They can't call it mayo tard.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
But I like
So-
mayo stirred.
Mayo stirred.
Mayo stirred.
I thought
Sturdays.
Because I don't say
I
mustard.
like that one.
You want some
Stir
Sturdays?
days.
Sturdays. You want some Sturdays?
That one rolls off the tongue a little bit
Yeah.
easier.
Stir days.
Sellable.
It's the perfect segue into our sponsor here, Sturdays sandwich spread.
It's mustard and mayonnaise.
That's
Spread
it.
On.
That's it.
Spread
Tasty
it
juiciness.
on.
Too much, too little. Get it all.
Why buy 2 bottles when you could buy 1?
Just one for
Sturdays.
Now $5.99 in select stores in other areas of your area. 62825.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah. Let's
Back
do it.
to it.
All right.
Welcome to
back.
the show, everybody.
Yeah, this is sponsored by Sturdays.
Stir days.
Whatever.
Sure.
All right.
So
What a good
yeah,
intro.
if you guys are wondering who this fourth voice is,
We have a phantom
This
voice.
one. This is
Mystery voice.
the,
I'm a little phlegmy. I'm
the
sorry,
guy who got away with the
Murder.
massacre of 1983
Careful.
because they got someone else, so he's
man-
good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got someone
Man
else.
responsible
They
for the
got an
potato famine
the potato famine,
Oh,
Yeah.
the man.
oh, in Canada?
in
Canada?
Where
Yeah.
was it, in like Idaho?
It was in Quebec.
I don't know where the hell it was.
Somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Ireland?
There was
He was
definitely a
closer.
lack of
Were
potatoes
the
in
Irish? The
Canada.
Irish pissed off about the potatoes?
That
They
was-
didn't have any?
That was earlier on. That was his grandfather.
Who took the potatoes? This guy.
His
This
gra-
guy,
This guy
the man,
took the potatoes.
Just-
I got all
Justin.
the potatoes.
Justin
What's
took
up?
the potatoes.
do you want to use your real name?
Yeah, go for it.
Justin.
It's
All right.
Justin.
Yeah, we'll beep it and replace it with something else.
you
like
can bleep it. Yeah,
Todd.
I'd like that just for the first,
Yeah.
for the first one. Trick him out a little bit.
Lobster
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
That's a
Lobster
good
roll.
nickname. Lobster
Yeah.
roll.
Slow cheddar.
What up, Slow Cheddar? How you
Slow
doing?
cheddar.
Yeah.
What's up,
Slow
Justin?
cheddar.
Slow
My dude, Slow Ched's up in here.
Cheds. DJ Slow Cheds.
You never
Wah,
seen
wah,
a
wah.
slower piece of cheese, my man.
You
Shit
gotta put
crawls.
You gotta put the party horns in there right after that.
Okay.
Slow
All right, I get that.
Cheds. when he comes in.
Make a note.
we need a guy in the back over there just doing those live though.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need
That'd
a
be
you need
so
a button
annoying
guy.
for
You
your
need a button guy.
neighbors.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
he's
be
outside.
terrible.
He's outside our front door making the noise.
You know how soundproof studios have to be?
That's true.
Those things gotta be
Yeah.
so, cause that shit sucks for people around you. Like if you live in an apartment and you're like, yeah, I'm trying to be a rapper, bro. Like everyone around you hates you.
blaring music.
You
Blaring
know?
music.
till like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, of
because that's when the
course.
good juices start flowing.
So,
around
yeah,
four,
the
five,
juices flow.
You know,
All good music is made at 4 in the morning.
all good things.
All good things. All good things happen at 4 in the morning.
That's
So-
it. You got to make it through the witching hour at 3:30, where all the bad things happen,
Uh-huh.
And
then the good things start happening.
Were
That's
were
when
any of
the
you
soul
born?
comes through.
Were any of you born at 4 a.m.?
Ooh, I don't know.
I
I was
don't
born
know
at
either.
1
Ooh,
a.m.
close.
That's not,
How do
that
you
might,
know?
that's sometimes.
How
when
do I
good
know? I
things
was
happen.
there, dude.
That's a time. That's
Yeah.
not the time.
Who told you?
Who told me? I was there, man. I looked at the fucking clock.
You did it?
Yeah.
You know how to read a clock?
You spotted
When
it.
I was born?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I knew
You were
what
like-
You
number-
had
were like-
placenta in your eyes.
It's true.
Is that what was in my eyes? Is that what the shit was?
I don't know what the fuck's in your eyes. Ooze? Ooze goop?
Some placentia.
Ooze goop?
You're
Well,
coming
I
out.
don't know the scientific terms, but ooze goop sounds fine
Ooze
to me.
goop sounds
I don't
good
think
to
your
me,
eyes
too.
open for days.
I think they're.
Oh, what, do you think I'm like a puppy?
And then they
No, I'm
clear your
serious.
eyes from the ooze goop,
They
and then
do
they
wash it
slap
out,
you in the
though.
ass, and then your eyes cry, and then they're like, "Cool, now your eyes are good," and they hold you by your ankles, and they flop you in a bed like a fish.
Do they really? I don't think they open their eyes
That's
for a
how they
minute.
do it.
No, I opened my eyes my first day. I got a picture of it. Swear on my life.
They
I
just
got a
open
picture.
up?
I got newborn baby Riley open eyes.
Newborn baby Riley, open
Newborn
eyes.
baby Riley open eyes right in here.
He
Yeah,
wanted
swear
to
on my
see
life.
this fucking
Oh,
world, dude. He
okay.
wanted to see
Okay.
it.
And that's how you saw the time.
That's how people go
Ooh.
blind,
Yeah.
dude. That's how people get blind.
I didn't go blind though. I read the time.
You read the time.
Didn't go blind. I
You
read
read
the
the
time.
1:23 a.m.
1:23 a.m.
In the morning.
1,
the
2,
morning.
3 a.m.
Dang.
I was born right in the middle of the night.
Damn.
Right in the middle of the
That's
day.
not bad. 1 a.m. You can still celebrate your birthday at
Yeah.
that birth time.
If you were 21 at that
Well, can
time,
I-
you could have walked to the bars.
You could do that like
You said
like on your
time. Last
birthday.
call.
Can I celebrate June 24th as my birthday as like a different time?
Ooh.
No,
I can't do that.
no.
What?
I can't celebrate the day before
No,
my
That makes
birthday?
sense.
It'll be
though.
hard to pull off in the legislature when he becomes the president, and it needs to be a holiday. So we need to keep it strict and sharp on right now.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
true.
It's already a holiday. It's
Yeah.
halfway to
your
Christmas.
birthday.
1,
It's
2,
Riley
3 a.m.
1, 2, 3 a.m.
1, 2, 3
You don't
a.m.
remember? You guys, none of you guys remember the time
Who
you
says
No.
you can't make a holiday? We all made our own. It's our birthday. That's our own
Yeah,
holiday, and then
that's your
everyone
own
celebrates it for us. They're like, "Yeah, that's your day, dude." And
That's
you're
the
like,
biggest holiday of
Your
the industry.
days of
like
your
birthday
days.
card industries.
You
birthday
wanna, what
cards.
do you mean? Like
You already created a holiday. It's you.
It's your
It's your
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, in a sense.
So why can't you create another one?
You're right.
You can't.
But
how
now
many
there's so
well,
many
there-
stupid holidays out
Okay,
there
maybe
now.
two
you know what?
personal
Wait,
holidays.
I do have a bone to
There
pick
is some
about
fucked
this.
up holidays.
I do
love them.
yeah.
Hate every single one of them.
I'm
There's one every
confused.
month.
How does that happen? Who decided upon this? Who's like, it's National Puppy Day?
mayor,
and you're
dude.
Like, where'd
Thank
this come
you.
from?
Thank
I
you.
love puppies, by the way, and hell yeah. But like, there's a lot of national
Fucking
something
mayor,
days.
Yeah.
Honestly,
dude.
no, but honestly, yeah, there's a lot worse days that happen than
Who's
National
like,
Puppy Day.
hey, it's National Taco Day. You're like,
Yeah.
who decided
yeah.
this?
Where
I,
is
don't,
when
why,
is
I didn't
Nat-
want it today. I wanted
National
it on, like,
Chimichanga
Tuesday.
Day.
That's
I
great.
want that for sure.
It's just, where does it come from?
Fucking love
I want to know
chimichangas.
who's is there's this old lady Doris in the back, like, oh, today's the day, like, and they just put,
No, and I
like,
think there's a
submits
whole-
a form.
I'm
like,
picturing a whole boardroom.
Is it a big consensus?
Ooh.
Yeah, a whole
I think there's
boardroom
people there.
with men and women in suits, all discussing what's going on. These are the days.
They're like, we love puppies, corn, and Adderall.
September 12th, Adderall
Corn
Day.
That's
Adderall
Adderall
Day.
Day.
Puppy corn Adderall Day.
Puppy corn Adderall
Nah,
Day.
That's right.
But that one's already taken by, Cat Day.
Westminster
Remove that.
Icon Irish Day.
We
You
want Puppy
can't
Day
mess with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What'd you
So-
say?
Totem pole title balls.
that day.
That day's hard to forget too.
Totem
What?
pole title balls.
Totem Bowl title balls. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, Capricorn Unification Day is also one of them. You have to
No
remember that. Yeah.
way.
A classic.
Trans ideas.
Capricorn
ideas.
Unification Day. I want to unify all Capricorns. They all need to be one in one area so I can see them all.
That's right.
Then you may leave.
Yeah.
On October 11th.
Yeah.
Every Capricorn
Yeah.
needs to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
Capricorn Unification Day. You can't
Yeah.
forget that day.
It's hard.
Make sure
hard
you
to
check
forget.
in, Capricorn Unification.
Jesus. But is it October 11th? I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm not a Capricorn. But
Well,
I'll be
October
there.
11th is
I gotta see that.
is Thursday's Day. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the day
like
for
that-
Thursdays.
Yeah.
Thursday
It's the
Day.
day to celebrate
It's
Thursdays.
yeah, it's,
Right.
it's on a
Like
Wednesday
Thursdays.
this year.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that?
We do. It's on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday. We just went over it. It's October 11th.
Got it, guys. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to celebrate my Thursday.
If they don't sell it in the dollar store,
Thursday.
it's not a real holiday.
That's right.
I think that's pretty.
So
You think,
what's-
are you talking about
that's-
cards or like balloons?
everything, decorations,
Okay.
everything
How
in
come-
general.
So then it's not a real holiday if it's like
if it's not, yeah.
up in like the decorations.
But like They got birthday stuff. That's your real
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah.
They got candy. You can make a holiday out of that.
Yeah.
They got Valentine's stuff.
Valentine's
they got
stuff,
Easter
they got
stuff.
Easter
They
stuff.
got
Hey,
Christmas
what if you
stuff.
did? What if you
Oh,
did like
stuff? They got some weird stuff. They got some other weird stuff. They got like lettuce.
They got St.
like
Patrick's Day stuff.
I want to
do
do.
have St.
I want to do a
Patrick's Day
Hallmark
stuff.
bombing.
That's a good
And I don't
point.
mean
Bombing?
like. No, hold on here. Hold on here.
That's not even.
I didn't mean
really
like a boom. I meant like you make tons of your own cards at top quality, like and just insert your own categories and sections inside Hallmark collections. You're like explosions to make up for the word bombing, but like you're gonna put those
Yes.
in right there. But,
Yeah, I
like,
got you.
Yeah, it'll be good.
What categories are you picturing?
You would have like drunkard, possessive boyfriend, like
Thank you for being way overprotective for me.
yeah, like remember that time you locked me in the car, like kind of
I missed that. Thanks for beating up my mom.
yeah, like
Yeah,
shit like
no,
that.
shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or like thanks for telling me the truth about Santa.
Oh, dude, you
Like-
should make some like tie in and flip them
It'd
and
be
just start
terrifying.
shaking them up. Go into the store and just
Yeah.
mix them all up.
Yeah,
Oh,
And everybody would be
jeez.
lost, dude. Everybody would be lost.
they'd be like, what?
You grab like a Thanksgiving card, dude, and you're trying to like say happy anniversary. You
It's
know?
like sorry
What's
for your
up?
divorce.
There's a turkey. Oh, there you go. You mix
Yeah.
them up in like that one too.
Yeah.
I feel like that one's got to exist some places.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Sorry for your divorce.
Sorry for your divorce.
Or
Yeah.
congrats for your divorce.
Yeah.
Too, if it does.
Congratulations on your divorce.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's such like a
It's probably
like
under
a
offense
parent joke.
in Hallmark.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
That's
I'm
old
divorced.
people,
Cheers.
old white
Like
guy jokes.
Or just like
I don't think it.
it just reminds me of just like a wine mom joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You say
Like a
that,
that's
Facebook
true.
mom.
But
joke.
like, yeah.
Your Facebook mom. That, yeah, I
Facebook
can see that now.
mom,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can see it.
they
or it's
can't
like-
wait to break up with their husbands. Like, yo,
you drink a lot of wine, and then it's like, oh, you open it up. It's like, no, really. Like
empty bottles.
empty
all
bottles.
over.
Yeah, just like
Chick passed out.
yeah,
exactly.
Great
Good
Hallmark card.
yeah,
Good card.
yeah.
Get in it, dude. Get in the card business.
I could, but I'm just
Can't imagine it's very lucrative.
No, but I feel like just printing some and dropping them in those collections would be a
talking
about?
riot.
I'm sure there's hella money up in card writing.
In the card writing business?
Yeah.
You
I
think
think
so?
that's-
I think,
Yeah, those
I
guys
think
are
that's
world
I think
famous.
it's dying.
Come on, it's like
I'm-
poetry and stuff. They're
I think
poets.
it's
They
dying.
It's
gotta
like
write
poetry
cards.
and stuff.
I bet you that guy has them. You know, you go to
That's
a card
true. I
writer,
bet
he
you
probably
it's
has all
dying.
his cards.
Poetry
up in his
doesn't die.
book, dude.
No, letters
Poetry
will.
doesn't
It's out
die.
there.
Letters are
Letters
dying.
die.
Letters
Letters,
die.
And-
letters definitely.
When was the last time you sent a letter?
Oh, dude.
There you go.
Don't tell me to send a letter.
There you go.
Why not?
Suck my ass.
Why not? Letters are.
I'll write a
wonderful to
text or
receive.
an
No one's
email.
buying, no one's buying
It's
cards.
going through the
Emails even
interwebs.
getting cut out.
No one's
dude.
buying cards.
I'm
Any-
sending letters in space.
Any kids right now, they are never gonna buy a Hallmark card.
Well, definitely not. There's gonna
Yeah.
be gifts.
Gone.
I don't
20
even
years
like.
that
I
just say happy
hate
birthday.
buying cards.
That's
I'm
a
like,
generation.
That's it.
That's 2 generations above us, and then when they go, Hallmark's gone.
in all honesty, a card is really just a cheap way out of it. You know, like you want to say something, but you want somebody else to say it.
You're like,
If
listen,
you got
I
something
don't
to
even
say,
know.
you better fucking say it.
Better say it
That's
now.
true.
Hey, happy birthday. You're like,
You seen her?
Who's that? Who?
You seen her? The
Yeah.
movie Her?
The movie.
He
Her.
writes letters for people, and like that's the guy's job.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. He writes
writes
letters for
love
other
let-
people,
Yeah.
and he knows his clients so well to the point where like he'll know, like it'll little inside jokes in these letters for people. Like that's the job in the future. You think?
No,
That
yeah,
could
well,
be-
maybe, yeah,
That's
because people
crazy.
don't know how to do
How-
that shit.
like your,
Yeah.
your
Because it
therapist
could-
would write that.
But you know what's
Yeah, I
happening
know,
is that
exactly.
that person is probably having somebody else write their letters too.
Exactly.
And then it's just these two people that are making
Sending
up
fake letters.
fake letters to each other about
But
fake
wait,
relationships.
And
that
then
are
the
happening.
people are getting them.
You're saying people that the guy that writes these good letters, he's hiring someone else to do the job that he's doing.
Yeah,
No,
so-
well,
but-
so the guys writing the
cycle
fake letters
continues.
are sending them to another person, and then that person is having somebody write their letters. So it's just two people, two letter writers,
letter writers
sending each
sending
other letters.
Understood.
letters.
And
Yeah.
then now it's not even about the people that are
Exactly.
actually hired the people to send the letters.
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
the two people
It's just
sending letters
these
to
two
each
I
other.
love
people's
this.
connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this and that, and then some weird shit
And
happens.
then that's some weird shit happens.
That's the movie. Her.
That's
Yeah.
the movie.
Oh, they're both writing each other.
Yeah, well, that's the guy's job.
That's
and then
the guy's
that guy
job
falls
in
in
the
love with
movie.
his phone.
Is the-
Yeah.
That's the
Scarlett Johansson
movie.
in his phone.
That's
Yeah.
the movie, dude.
Scarlett Johansson is in his phone, and they
Jeez.
fall in love by talking
Just
to
by
each other
talking to
every
each
day.
other.
And then spoiler alert for whoever hasn't seen her, fucking
She be with hundreds of dudes.
she be with
Yeah.
hundreds of dudes, and
That
he
Millions
gets
of dudes.
hella butthurt about that, and then she falls for the guy version of the computer
Boom.
That was with the girls. And then they run off together and delete the program themselves, and every real human being is left alone because the computers ran off together.
I love it.
What a wild movie.
Isn't that crazy?
That's phenomenal.
Joaquin Phoenix and I think Amy Adams or some shit are hella sad
But
together.
that maybe it was like a plan.
Scarlett Johansson.
Trying to get deep
No,
into
Scarlett
that.
Johansson's a robot.
Oh, Amy Adams was in it?
She's the real human, I believe.
Yeah, that he.
Oh, I always think of
yeah.
Rachel McAdams. What happened to Rachel McAdams? Remember her?
She's doing well.
Yeah, what's she doing? Remember her?
Yeah, she's doing
good.
She's doing
What's she doing?
Huh.
She probably got, you know.
She ain't doing nothing.
She's doing
got money.
fine.
She's in the
Nothing.
Notebook, dude. She don't need nothing.
She got the Notebook.
She was in the Notebook.
She got Mean Girls money.
Yeah.
She got
Oh,
Mean
she's
Girl
set.
money.
That
She's
was
good.
that right.
They got action figures.
What?
They probably got Mean Girl action figures, I'm sure.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Out there.
They're out there.
I'm sure. I
Fuck
had a
yeah.
Lord of the Rings action figure, and like, I've never seen Lord of the Rings action figures.
I want an action
know,
figure
that
of
makes
myself.
it
Oh,
really-
that makes
Lord of
sense
the
to
Rings
make-
put a lot of merch.
Would you make
Yeah.
yourself like have joints on your action figure, or would you rather just be an action just a guy?
Like a statue?
Yeah.
Both.
Like, do you want to be played with or do you want to be like
Both.
presented?
Do you want to be presented?
Both.
What do you
If
think?
I'm a toy,
Both?
I'd rather
Both.
be played with. But
Well,
you
how
also,
do you pick
you-
both?
Because one has joints, the other one is really
Oh,
rubbery.
so you
Really
get two
rubbery.
made.
Of course.
Well,
It's a
he's
toy.
just beating the game. You have to pick one or the other. One or the other. Which one would you
I
prefer?
have the ability for both. I accept both.
No,
terms.
that's not the. All right.
What's rubbery joints?
Well, I would pick
I
both
would
too
pick-
then.
I couldn't
Right.
choose. They'd be like, "Which one do you want?" And I'd be like, "Ah."
both.
I'd
Together.
pick action figure.
Yeah,
I'd do the moving.
What if they
joints.
bend? What if
I
they're
wanna be
moving
played with.
joints but they're one?
This will work.
There you go.
What are you saying?
Moving joints but it's one piece.
Well, that's okay, but if you make it a statue, is it gonna look like shit because you can see the joints?
You can't see the joints.
Can't see the joints.
I wouldn't make it a
It's
statue.
like a rubbery thing with a metal.
You
Like
wouldn't make
with
it a statue?
metal inside.
But what if you had like a big glass case with like Iron Man in it?
I don't
Huge.
know. If
And you
I
were
18
was
stories.
an action figure, I wouldn't want to be in a case like all day.
Not if you
You wanna
were
be
an
played
action
with.
figure, but if you were like to make an action figure of yourself.
He's
Oh, so if
thinking
I'm
of
talking
the,
about if I'm making my action figure,
If you're making if you were
I don't want that
online
shit.
he was going.
customizing your action figure of you, and then you're like, do you want joints or do you not?
I know,
want
but he
joints.
was thinking of the Toy Story perspective.
Yeah, if
You were an
I
action figure. Oh, you definitely want joints.
yeah,
But
Joints.
if I were to make an action figure of myself,
Both.
you would want
you
a more
can't
statuesque
choose
or-
both. They don't have they
You
don't have
have-
technologies, dude.
You have
That's
a, you have
true.
a
You
can
rubbery,
throw a suit over
rubbery
it or
bottle
something.
with a bendy metal inside, and you're good to go.
Yes.
But you're just like a rubber doll now.
You just be a rubber
You're just a rubber
texture.
thing?
That's
Yeah.
not gonna look cool on the outside. That's not gonna look like a person or a
Hell
You're
dude.
just like a,
I'll
you're
lose.
just-
I'll eventually lose all my paint and be a crazy thing.
Yeah, you would just be like a rubber bean that
guys-
people just. You would look crazy.
You guys should look up
Yeah.
Hot Toys.
I'm made in China.
They're these
hot?
they're hot toys. So they're like basically
They burn you?
opposable action figures off of basically like movie characters. So they have like all the Avengers, and and you can make them into statues and stuff.
I see
they're
people
super
fucking
crazy.
making Instagram pictures of these.
Yeah.
Like photographers take pictures of these
Yeah.
things, and they do like
Put them in crazy poses.
fucking Batman like crushing a
Yeah.
can or something, and there's like a can all broken, and then it's Batman.
They're shoot
yeah.
the likeness.
But they're
to
like
the
metal, right?
actual-
They're like die-cast metal,
Yeah.
like legit heavy weight.
Yeah, they're really nice action figures. But like,
Okay.
you're not gonna give that to a kid. It's $200.
No.
You ain't gonna,
You
You're
are.
not
If
gonna
you,
be
you
played
are if
with.
you can afford it. You be like, here, small child. This metal
Enjoy this
object.
$200 metal object. Go throw it at your brother's head.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This is Batman. Batman has like spikes.
smash his face.
Batman has spikes on his head.
Yeah.
You just gave him a knife.
Yeah,
stab somebody with that.
metal knife. Yeah, it's terrible. It weighs fucking
20 pounds.
yeah. It's good weight.
Do you guys
Good
ever
way to
get
go.
like a jank, like messed up action figure, like on accident? Like you ever like find
I have
out later
two.
on?
I have
like
two in my.
the-
I have two in my kitchen cupboard right now.
what do you have?
I have like an old droid.
Is
and
it like
Droid from
discontinued
what?
or
he doesn't
something?
have
What was it?
legs.
From like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have like an astronaut where his head can't. It would like flip to a helmet version and it can't flip anymore.
My grandpa worked for a packaging company, and I would get he would just give me action figures all the time because they would come in through the shipments. And he gave me a bunch of Star Wars toys, but like everything was wrong with them. Like they had, it was like different characters would be in the box of another character.
yeah, that's the best.
So you would get like it was like you're getting a mystery character
Oh,
every
yo.
time.
That's
Justin,
so
like here you
cool.
go, like I got you a Star Wars
Those
toy.
would be probably huge collectors right now for the misprints.
Yeah,
That would
of
be like
course.
a
So
trip.
wait, so it would be like a Star Wars character with like a different character's legs and body?
No,
Is that what you're
no.
saying?
No,
Like,
it would just be the name. The,
the
wrong
packaging,
packaging.
yeah. So it'd be like this was.
Oh,
this
it
was
would say
for-
like Jabba the Hutt, but it'd be
Yeah.
like Han Solo. In
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh wow!
He would just toss me. But sometimes most times he would come home with like the
Damn,
wrong
did you
characters.
open those?
Yeah.
Damn
I play
it,
with them. Well, 'cause
bro.
They were like messed up.
I know,
in the
but-
box. Like
Dude, the first thing
He's-
you do with a
Sam's
toy when you're
right.
a kid is throw it. You
Yeah.
get it, you open it, you
Yeah.
throw it. Like you
Yeah.
left.
You just
You
threw your
definitely,
things.
you definitely did
Of
that.
course.
You would definitely do that.
You know what I did to my toys when I get them from like McDonald's? Did I tell you guys about this? When I get my toys from McDonald's when I was a kid, I hit a stage where I wanted to I think I told you I had to have said this, but I wanted to see what was inside the toy. I didn't care about what the toy was. I wanted what was inside of it. So I would take it home and I would wrap it in a towel and then I would just smack it with a hammer and then it would break open and I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" Whatever it was. I'd be
What
like,
kind
"Oh,
of-
that's tight."
What kind of toys were you getting that you wanted to see the inside? Like, was it mechanical?
was like
a
You know, like it would be like
wind-up?
like one of those mazes where like it has like the
Uh.
water and the glitter in there, and then there's a little metal ball.
You're like,
you
I
know?
want the metal ball.
And you're like, I want that
you
metal
would
ball.
do these with your McDonald's toys.
Yeah, only the
That's
McDonald's
all
toys,
you
dude.
did?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever
And then there'd be
remember-
like the you know, the ones where like cars where you like pull them back and then make them drive.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
just
like-
wanted to get the little.
I just wanted to see
robots
the
and then-
mechanism to see how
Yeah.
it works. I just smash
I
it and
wanted
be
to see
like,
this toy's guts.
"Oh,
just to-
sick! Oh,
I
sick!"
was gonna say, like, you just take an action figure, you just smashing plastic ass action
Well, yeah, I
figures,
did
and
that
you just.
too.
They would last.
Oh.
They would last the car ride, and I would leave.
Strapped one to a freaking rocket. You know those little model rockets?
Yeah.
Strapped them to the rockets, dude. That shit was so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's just so fun.
You trying to
just crush
recover them
that
and they're
shit.
just all melted, dude.
Mhm.
He's Sid from Toy Story.
Basically.
The exact scenario we just explained.
I tied an action figure with a piece of dental floss, and I threw it. I did literally. You guys have all seen Napoleon
Of
Dynamite.
course.
Remember the very first
Toss it
scene?
out.
He gets on the bus and he has an action figure and he ties it to a
Oh,
thick
yeah.
piece of string and he throws it out the bus. Got inspired by that. Did it?
The string, bro.
Well, it didn't, but I got the toy eventually.
No.
But I got in trouble doing it.
Ooh.
But definitely, I used dental floss.
Now
That was
imagine
the only
doing
string I
that
had
with a $200 metal die-cast action figure
on the freeway.
on the dope.
All these cars flying by it. It's fucking hitting shit in windows. This metal ass
Shit.
Batman
On a fucking fishing line, like the thinnest line.
on the side of a
It
bus.
just
yeah.
breaks.
It's
Or-
smashing windows.
Gets caught on
shit.
something. Fishing line's strong and pulls the child.
Oh
The
god.
child right out the bus.
He's like, oh,
That could happen.
He gets
Jeez.
caught underneath the tire of like.
Oh.
I wrapped it
next
around
to
my
the kid
hand
just
like
goes,
a dumbass.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
I was fine. My hands are cool.
Are
But-
they
I didn't
though?
lose any fingers.
Are
that
they
day.
though?
Fine.
Are they?
He got all.
I got one, two. I got.
They look.
got
They
all
look
of
a
it.
little funny.
All right, dude.
I just figure I have 9 right now. I never knew. Like, holy shit!
No.
Holy shit! I lost a finger.
When did I lose
It's weirdly scabbed
Some
up. I never went and
incense
got
and
looked at it.
Oh man,
Like
I do
you
that
just-
to people with newborn babies when I see that, and like people that I know. I'm like,
No.
where did the toe go? And they're always like, "What? What do you mean?"
They freak out a little
Yeah,
bit.
just for a
Dude,
second,
that's
dude.
so bad.
Just for a second.
The
They're like,
panic for
"What?"
that split second.
Oh, cruel.
My
Only
parents-
9 toes.
Are parents worrying about that while the child's being developed, or just science already
Well-
be like, yo, I can see the body.
No, that's the
Once
thing.
you have 10 toes, you're good. They're not
You're
gonna
born.
fall off in their sleep, but
Like you go back to it and you're like, oh, the baby lost the arm.
Like,
you're like, where did the
oh,
arm go?
No way.
It just falls off.
That's
like,
real. That's how it works.
it just dies
Yeah.
right there.
Like the tail of that
Shrivels
lizard
up.
that falls
Or like,
off.
Yeah.
or like proportions are trying to be decided. So like at some point, hit like the arm, all the mass transfers to the other arm. It's just this huge buff arm.
Everything's
Rick and
getting, it's all developing. Right?
Yeah.
It's like he comes out like this huge massive beast.
Doctor just walks in. He's like, yeah, he's got
He's got the
Arm
strong
dysplasia.
arm.
Sorry, he's got
Uh,
a monster
he's got
arm.
strong arm,
Ma'am,
yeah.
ma'am, were you leaning a lot while you were pregnant? Because he came out with a gigantic red arm.
Do you think all that shit affects the baby inside the tummy?
If the lady leans,
Okay.
If she
Probably
lays
not.
on her
No.
right side all the time,
No.
if she made it a fact just to lay on her right side every day,
100%. It's like it's probably a whole bunch of stuff though, because diet. You're growing it.
that's
You're
true.
growing it.
you're
Enough
growing
diet.
it.
You need sunlight. you
Babies
need
are
food.
aliens.
it's like having a chia pet. You're just growing it into yourself. It depends, and it always
It
turns out.
is much more difficult than a
Chia pet. This is inside your stomach, boy.
It is
Imagine
not.
freaking.
It is not.
But if you break it down, it's the same it depends on how much you take care of it, is how much the effect outcome is gonna happen.
You ever feel a muscle spasm in your stomach, a weird
got a
little
good
poof,
point.
a weird little poof in your stomach or some shit like
Are
that?
you comparing that to a kick of a life
of
form?
a baby.
Maybe.
You're
Who knows? I don't know how
it's
it feels.
Probably 10 times worse.
Bro,
A baby
when
kick?
when I eat a
Dude.
big
People
like
love baby kicks.
big old like
They do not love baby kicks.
People love baby
The
kicks.
people who are not getting kicked love baby
Yeah.
kicks.
No, the people that are getting kicked love baby. I can feel them kicking. Oh, feel the kicking.
they want everyone else
Oh,
to feel
feel
it.
the kicking. I can feel them
clearly
kicking.
remember like my mom being like, "Oh, like
That's because of
he's
contractions,
going
dude.
crazy."
She just went through it.
For my little brother.
Child's
No.
just moving in there.
She was telling me he's moving.
You know what
Yeah.
it is? It's probably the first kick. They're like, this shit's tight.
Oh my gosh.
And then
yeah.
it's like,
You're like,
I want to go to
stop.
fucking bed.
chill the fuck out.
Yeah, there's a child in there moving around.
Ah!
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't sleep
weird.
at night. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing
Hell
there was a
no.
baby inside me.
Hell no.
We are.
Hell
we have the
no.
privilege of not ever
Of not.
having to do that.
But we got the babies in our balls.
We have like fertilizer. It's pretty much what
Yeah.
it is.
We got the rain.
A lot
that
easier to
goes the
sleep,
sea.
but a lot harder to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's harder to do with external genitalia.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
We also are not getting the same amount of pleasure. That shit looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Secret
Yeah.
of the female orgasm.
Yeah.
That
I
shit
know.
is
Is
crazy.
it real or is it not, dude?
Well, shit's like 20 minutes.
It is
We
real.
got like 6
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
unfair.
That's kind of.
That's
Can you
pretty
imagine?
unfair.
They get, you can.
We
yeah.
make do. We make do.
Okay,
we do
okay,
fine.
Okay, the one time.
We do fine,
there's
guys.
like-
You guys are putting. We do fine. Okay.
Saying it
do
could
like-
be. It's saying it could be better.
We do
Yeah,
okay.
it could be
sad-
way better.
You can be sad about it. It's all right.
We're fine.
We get like one explosion of pleasure.
Yeah, they get
and they get
multiples
to chill
upon,
with it.
upon like
Yeah.
war.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
We're fine.
In terms of sex,
Honestly,
we're
we're
that
fine.
rocket with the toy
fine.
on it.
Do you think that we as males could handle that kind of pleasure?
No.
Probably
We
not.
would be
No,
doing
but I
it
would wanna
all
try
day
it.
long.
We would
You
get nothing
would
done.
be-
No,
you
we would get
be-
nothing done.
Oh hell no!
All
Yeah,
of us
that's
would be
true.
here with our pants off. It'd be insane.
Yeah, no.
It wouldn't even be cool.
We wouldn't be able to handle it.
No, it'd be terrible.
It'd be
Yeah,
normal.
right.
It'd be normal though.
Nah.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
you
see
get
anything
used to
wrong
it
with
at
it.
some point,
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'm going this way.
It's
It's been 20 minutes.
Jeez.
It's been 20 fucking minutes.
Man.
Get it together.
End your orgasm already.
Come on.
Guy on the train.
Jesus.
Like, dude, that's like the 5th time. Like for
And at
real.
some point, you all just want to sleep anyway. You know, you're having sex. You're like 20 minutes in. I'm just like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Because you haven't had your 4th orgasm.
Yeah.
You could sleep after one. Go
I can
ahead.
sleep after. You can
That's,
sleep
I
after
feel like
one.
that's
Yeah.
always the best time to sleep.
Yep.
Right after.
See, done. One and done.
One and
I mean,
damn it.
I see 6 seconds. Call me a day. Call it a day.
One and
6
done.
seconds. Call it a day.
Done.
Oh.
Easy. Sleeping. I wake up and I fill my time just so I can go back to sleep. It's what I love to do. Yes.
Sleep.
Good.
It's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah. People thought it was living when you were like alive, but it's actually sleep.
It's the dream world.
what?
Yeah.
Dream world's the
If
shit.
you live
Yeah.
inside your dream world, then
Everything can come
Except
true.
when you have what's that shit called?
sleep apnea.
No, the other
Ooh.
thing. Sleep paralysis.
Sleep
Yeah,
paralysis.
that shit is crazy.
That shit is
Heard some
haunting.
Or
scary
or
stories.
insomnia.
I never had
Insomnia
sleep
also is
paralysis, and I want it.
You
No,
don't want
you
sleep
don't.
paralysis, my
You
dude.
really
Have
don't.
you had one?
No, but I've heard so
Oh,
many
I've
stories.
had-
My
I've
buddy
got
used
it a
to
couple
do it lot.
times. Definitely, like I had it like a good for a couple episodes, like for a couple weeks for a while. It's very weird.
You're just
It's
stuck,
very weird.
dude. You're stuck. You're
Well,
just there.
yeah.
And you can't get out.
All I
I
saw
watched
was
the
my room.
documentaries.
You're
I've
awake.
heard about it. I've done my research.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about the paralysis. All right.
Yeah, but it's like but for some reason they make it scary.
I know.
It's always scary.
It's only scary because
Yeah.
you can't
Every
move.
story you
but
hear
if you
about it is like,
accept
it's the
it,
scariest
if you
thing of my
accept
life.
the paralysis.
No, it's not just because of that. It's also because of the loud screaming I had in my ear of a lady I couldn't see or
Well, that's
or
scary
anything.
too. That's
And
pretty
also
scary.
I can see my room, so the feeling of reality sets in, and not knowing it's a dream. So you have to remember, you don't know it's a dream. You're not like, oh, cool, this is a dream. I can't move.
But
I
what
can
if you
accept
figure
this.
it out?
good fucking
Yeah,
luck.
well,
You can.
you've heard of like lucid
probably
dreaming.
can.
Lucid
Yeah.
dreaming apparently is real.
I've lucid dreamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been amazing.
How do you do
Why
that?
did you ever come back?
Well, you wake up.
You're just
It's
sleeping.
something you have like you're
You
able.
just
all right,
decide things.
You are completely able to train yourself to lucid dream.
Yeah.
But it takes a massive amount of effort.
Okay.
But like I did it by accident where I was like driving and I was like, I don't know how to drive. And then I was like, and then I remembered like I was driving a crazy Cadillac under a bridge and stuff, and I was like, this isn't real. And I was like, and I went somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, see,
And I did
Let's
some
go get
stuff.
some
that's it
pizza.
right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and I
You
woke
just-
up.
What would be what would be your first thing you would want to do?
Well,
as soon as
that's
you were
harder.
dreaming?
That's harder to like.
Yeah,
If you
it's
once
more
you
of
realize
like,
it.
I feel like it's more of just decisions. When you're inside a dream, you can
That's-
make decisions. You have
Oh,
choices,
that's
You're
and
true,
not
then
yeah.
creating superpowers.
you create. Yeah, so you create the next outcome before it happens, pretty much by deciding it. You know, like that moment, you're like, am I going left or right? That's just a, you know,
Yeah.
am I
Let's
going
go
left or right? And then once you go that path, you are already creating what's happening down that path
Subconsciously.
subconsciously.
Have you had that?
Humans are
Have you
weird.
had that where you're making the decisions, but something always gets in the way?
Yeah.
Like something has continued. Like
Or, like-
something continuously gets in the way. Like it's always a new thing to get you away.
I
With
had
the goal.
one crazy dream where I was freaking driving down this hill, and I freaking was going off the road, and I lost control. I was going off the road, and I was like, I either crash this thing or I jump it into the water, and then I jumped it into the water. And then in my mind, I was like, it'd be cool if this thing could drive underwater. And then I hit the water, and then it was like, and then drove on the bottom of the water. But then I was trying to get out of the water, and I was hitting mud, so I couldn't drive over or up the bank of the river. So I was just stuck in the river. And I was like, why couldn't I just, like, if my car can freaking go underwater, why couldn't I just fly out of it if I made it do this?
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't I just get up and just fly my car out? But instead, I decided to just leave my car there and walk the rest of the way. That's what I did.
That's what the dream
That's the fucking
was,
worst.
was
I hate
trying
that
to tell
shit.
you, dude.
Yeah.
Something happened up there.
If you guys
Yeah.
want
You were locked.
the start for that lucid
Car.
dreaming stuff, is like you have to make like what was that movie Inception?
Yeah.
They had a thing where it's like you have to have an object or a trigger.
Ooh.
It's something like that,
Mhm.
but that doesn't. It's not how it works. Like you have to create a schedule to where you're because you're gonna do it so much, you're gonna dream about it. So like, you have to make lights. You have to flicker your lights a lot, and then a lot of time in dreams, lights like are not necessarily on, but it's lit. Things
Yeah.
are lit. So you have to like think about details,
Ooh.
and it's got to be something. And you have to be thinking about lucid dreaming a lot. Because you have to then you have to be in a dream where you're thinking about lucid dreaming.
Ah.
It's like
And then you go like, well, wait,
yeah,
and you just kind of snap out of it.
yeah.
Dang.
And
So you need
that's-
that trigger. That's
And there's
weird.
tons of blogs and there's tons of like information about it, but like you have to train your mind to dream about the scenario you're
Be
trying to make.
open for dang. That's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, you also have to
Human
figure
brain
out.
is
You also have to
nuts.
figure out when you dream, when your REM cycle is, and how to set up dreams. If you wake up at like 4 or 5 in the middle of the night and you guarantee to sleep till 10, you'll get some certain types of dreams because you woke up, you did something, you go back to sleep, you're gonna have a dream cycle.
Crazy.
Like, there's like ways to set it up.
Crazy. I gotta
Yeah.
get some research going on that.
Yeah.
Because I tried that object thing. I
Journal.
put bananas in my room.
Yeah.
Saw the bananas,
Yeah.
so it didn't feel real.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's gotta be like you gotta really try to.
Oh,
gotta
so
be
you
spending your
didn't see the
time-
bananas when inside your lucid dream or inside your sleep paralysis, you woke up and didn't see bananas in your room, so you're like, I know this isn't real.
No, I saw the bananas. So when I say real, I meant a real sleep paralysis, not
This
real
works.
life.
This
Sorry,
works
I
better
misread-
too
missaid.
when you are having repetitive dreams.
Okay. If you're seeing like
If you're
constant-
having issues,
Uh-huh.
like you have to make identifiers in those issues. Like if you were having the paralysis every single night, you'd have to set up triggers in your room to trick yourself to realize it's a dream.
Oh,
You'd have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to be like,
that kind of makes sense with your bananas.
yeah.
If you
See,
put your
that's the
bananas
thing.
up in there, bananas are gone. And
Well, that's the thing.
So I'm
I
sleeping.
tried it. And I saw the bananas, so I was like, okay, but I still couldn't move. So I was like, this is extra scary now, because now I feel like my eyes are open and I really can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
Yeah, that would be kind of scary.
So all the other stuff.
It has to be.
But-
It has to like move every night. Like there
Does
has
it have
be-
to be scary? Why does the lady have to be screaming?
I don't
No,
know.
it's-
I'm not
I
in
feel
control
like
of
it
it.
just
It's hard
puts you in
not
that
to. It's
panic
hard not
already,
to think
though.
about that because you
Yeah.
are suddenly woken up, inability to move, like woken up, inability to move,
Yeah.
and they're screaming. Like it's like if I went into your room, started screaming, but you were like tied down.
I always get woken up by being poked too.
Yeah.
It feels like a poke
What?
on my leg or like the side of my arm. Yeah. So I get woken up by thinking I got woken up by something. I immediately forget about that because I'm like fucking
And then you're
can't
already
move.
in fight or flight mode. You're
And I'm like,
okay. Yeah.
all right. So I try to move, and what all I'm doing is trying to say something, like trying to get a word out. If I can get one word out, then I usually like can click, or if I can move one finger, everything will roll in and I'll be good to go. So I just try to either move one finger or just say something. And it's happened plenty of times where I've been sleeping next to my girlfriend, and I'm just like, I can see her, and I'm just begging. I'm like, just slap me in the face, push me over, anything to get me to wake up. Like anything. Yeah. And she's caught me a couple times where she's woken me up because I've been like, I was like, my eyes were closed, but I was like twitching hella and shit and in my sleep. But
crazy.
Desperately trying to move in your dream.
Desperately trying to move in my dream. And I was moving like this, like crazy, but in my dream I wasn't. I was like just sitting still.
Man. You ever
it's
have
weird.
One of those dreams where like it moves you in real life? And you
that happens a lot. And I'm like,
those are the worst to me. Like I sat up in one of my dreams, and like
what?
in real life I sat up, and I went like,
happened?
whoa. I was arguing with my mom in this dream, and so I remember just being super pissed and like sitting up in my bed and yelling "mom," like just straight like. And I shared a room with my dad at the time with that, and I woke him up.
That's happened before to me where I've woken up like mid-word. I'd be like saying a word in my dream, and then I wake up and I'm like
saying it.
I'm saying it. And I'm like, whoa, like
wait, I was sleeping.
Like, what the hell just happened?
That was a dream.
There was one time I woke up from a nap before work, and I woke up and I got ready for work and got in my car and then was driving, and then like as I was driving, I was like, I don't even remember getting dressed. Like I don't remember waking up, like getting dressed. Like I was still like in the moment of like waking up and getting everything going, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like now I'm awake. Was I not awake before? Was I like just sleeping? Like it felt so weird.
You slept through the whole your morning routine.
Yeah.
I've done that before too.
That's crazy.
It felt crazy.
You wake up, you're like, oh, I gotta do all that again. Like fuck. Like I've woken up, taken a shower, gotten dressed.
I already did this stuff in my head.
Like,
I gotta go do this again.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Or
like going to like it would be like you go to school for the day, and you wake
up
and you
wake up and then you're or like dude, like you're doing your shit, like you're at you're halfway through your day, halfway through the day, and then you're like, usually it's something crazy that triggers it, like some shit happens, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like this can't be real. And then my heart rate is going, and I'm fucking panicking. And I'm running from some people, and they're fucking chasing me or some shit, and I'm just like, what is happening? And then I wake up and I'm like, oh Jesus, I gotta go through the whole day now. All right,
that's how
here
it
we
goes.
Go.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's the worst shit.
Dreams, I love the dream world. Stay in it.
I love a good dream. I love remembering dreams. Do you have a dream, like just one dream that happened in your lifetime that you will just never forget?
Yeah, it's not scary anymore, but it was the scariest fucking dream
I got
of
like
my
2
life.
or 3.
And I would have to go crying to my parents' room every time I have it. And it was a recurring dream.
So it was a recurring dream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just in the forest, and all the trees were chopped. And out of the middle of the trees were just little thumbs. And they were just like moving all weird, dude. And every tree just had a fucking thumb in the middle of it.
Was the same size as the stump, or a real
size
life
thumb, life size thumbs?
So human thumbs.
Human thumbs, yeah, inside the trees. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I was in the
one
forest.
thumb per stump, or a bunch
per
of them?
stump, one thumb per stump. And then I was, dude, and they're like wiggling and shit, and it was fucking scary. So then I started running through this forest, and they're just everywhere, dude, more and more and more. And then it's like the fucking cave of trees closes, and it's just dark, and then you're just running in this darkness for some reason. You don't know why you're running, but you're just running in the darkness. And then I usually wake up terrified. And that was my dream when I was younger.
There you go.
And I've never had it ever again. I don't know what. I just always remember it though. It's crazy.
Huh. You got one?
I think I would be afraid of trees after that.
I had reoccurring.
Me too. That'd be fucking weird.
Yeah, you never want to go to a forest.
Yeah, never. I had a reoccurring location in my dream.
Different things happening in the same location?
No. Like, I would be doing something crazy in a world, and then I would enter like this room corridors places.
Okay.
And they were like all different doors and places. Like I would be like the storage of my subconscious, because every time I would go there, I'd be like, this feels weird. What is this place?
Just a hallway.
And I would it wasn't like a hallway. It was like the same aesthetic, but like ever changing. It was like, I know what this is, but it's always like looking a little different. And then it was like a neutral spot. Like I was like traveling to something else.
And
always.
and you think that's like those are the corridors of your brain. That's
like
cool.
it's like you make up like your own, and it's like that spot was like really confusing. Every time I go there, and it's
you
like
always get turned around. Like,
Yeah.
I
There's
can
like a
see
bunch of
that. And
hallways?
yeah.
they're hallways, but like I'm only moving like 10 feet. You know, it's like
Okay.
you know, you're like
yeah, that's crazy.
Is that like a nightmare or was that a cool dream?
I don't. They like it was just like a few times.
Confusing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just like, what is this?
I used to think that because I used to have like scary dreams a lot, or like just random shit would pop in my head. It's not even scary, just the randomest shit, and you'd just be like, "The fuck was that? Like, why is that there?"
Yeah.
You know. So when I was younger, I would turn my ear to change the channel in my dream, and it would just literally change, and I would be in bed, and it would be fucking scary. So I would change my ear, turn my ear, and it would change the channel, and then I would go to something completely different, and I literally believed it, and I was laying there in bed just flipping through random shit. When I got to a good one, I would just stop.
Oh, you don't.
And if I,
Yeah.
and
But
it
you
was-
did this while you were awake?
no, I was like in bed, like sleeping, but I would like,
In your dream, you were touching your ear.
I would like touch the ear.
Whoa.
Got it.
And
I
that's
had-
the
That's
change.
crazy.
It was crazy.
I've had this since young, where like I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, this dream's dope, and I'll fall back asleep and go
Yeah.
back to it.
Oh yeah,
You can
I've
go back
never
to
been
a
able to
dream?
go
Yeah.
back to it.
Never
Yeah.
been able
Never.
to do that.
Like
It's
like
the worst.
consistently, like I'll keep waking up, be like, this is so good, and then go
it
back
happens,
to sleep.
but I
No.
always,
yeah,
I
yeah,
always
but like
think of what
but I'm not aware that I'm dreaming. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I go back in the dream, I'm right back in what I
Yeah,
was
you
doing.
just-
I always think I don't know
wish I
what
could
the
do
other
that.
outcome
That
would
be
be.
amazing. I've been
Yeah.
woken up.
You
by
know, like
so
you don't know, like after you wake
Yeah.
up and then you go back into the same dream, like that first outcome could have been completely different in that dream.
Yeah.
Now that you've woken up,
And
you've
it's
just-
different, yeah. It's like changed, but
changed
like
the
it's like
entire
still,
thing. Yeah.
it's like I don't know. It was dope.
That's the best part, because in dreams, you're never awake to appreciate them. And you get to appreciate them
Like-
for a cool
like
minute.
for it's like this is how it works. It's like you're like, oh, that dream was so cool. So you're like really tired and you're falling back asleep and you're thinking about that
how
dream,
cool the dream was.
and then it picks up.
Boom.
See, no,
Yeah.
that's never happened to me.
Yeah.
That's, you ever,
I've
like-
tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I've
course.
tried.
Everybody's
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah.
I've always been woken
Yeah.
up in like the middle of some good shit, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, and then you go back down, and it never happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had that. Like that's a lot. Yeah. Like I don't dream often, but like when there's episodes of dreams, I find that happen.
There's got to be like something to make you dream more. There's got to be some kind of like tea or like fruit to
Absolutely.
eat or chocolate.
I had a dream
But you're
fucking-
dreaming all night. Is just the fact if you're remembering them.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know why
isn't-
we always forget about
Well,
that.
REM happens at a certain point.
And
Yeah.
you're waking up. If you're waking up on your REM cycle, then you're like you stopped the dream. You were dreaming.
Oh.
But in your non-REM cycle, you're not.
Well, yeah, because REM's where you're not dreaming.
REM's
Right.
your deepest sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep
So,
sleep's
dang.
deep sleep's not dreaming.
Yeah, it's right before you're about to wake
Yeah,
up.
it's like right before you fall asleep. It's like a
it's
fizzle.
the
Yeah.
fluttering of your brain still
Oh.
awake and you still asleep. Your body's sleeping, but your brain's still moving.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Oh, okay. I never knew
I
that.
feel like
was.
you're
I know
asleep,
what that
but you're
means.
active.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why it works better. Like if I'm falling asleep back and forth, I'm dreaming more because I'm not getting a good sleep.
but like I
Yeah.
feel like I dream instantly when I lay down at night. I close my eyes and already things are popping in my
You gotta
head.
enter REM first before it's deep sleep.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like no, like as soon as I close my eyes, things are
Oh yeah,
popping
and
in my head.
You're
I'm
like
seeing
shutting
random
down.
shit.
Yeah.
Like I could, if I had a notebook, I could just draw whatever the fuck was in my
and
head.
you're probably hearing like
and it would be
words.
insane.
Do
It
you,
would be.
do you
some
hear
crazy
your
shit.
name when you fall asleep sometimes? Like, but someone else saying it.
No,
like,
I don't fuck with the sounds. That's why I keep my fan on because I will hear some shit.
yeah,
And I don't
Ooh.
fuck with sounds
yeah,
Ooh.
when I'm about to go to sleep.
I've
I put my fan on and it's just white noise. That's all I want to hear.
yeah.
Ah.
I get
don't wanna
sounds
hear
like if
no
somebody
sounds.
was talking to me all day, I'll hear Sam,
I'll hear
Sam. and
I'll
be
hear
like,
nonstop
"Ugh."
crowds. Is
Yeah.
what it sounds like after a night of work at
Oh,
improv.
Yeah, it's like that. It's
just
like a
the-
recording.
just
Yeah.
crowds of just.
It's the same kind of
I
idea.
used to get that with when I worked at Jack in the Box. I
Yeah.
used to fall asleep, and we had an alarm system that would go off when someone would pull up to the drive-through.
And you'd hear that.
So
yeah.
I'd hear that sound
Yeah.
in my nightmares,
Yeah.
dude. It was the worst, and it
Yeah.
would wake me up sometimes. I'd be
Yeah.
like, ah, and I'd be awake. It was
Yeah.
the worst.
That's what keeps me up sometimes when I don't go to sleep till like 4 or 5 is like just the sounds of just the noises and crowds and I'm
Mhm.
thinking about the orders and like all the
Yeah.
shit from the improv and I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, just no more, just drown
Right.
this out.
I guess why I get on that rain sounds on my Google
Ooh.
Home. Rain
Ooh.
sounds?
Yeah.
That's the shit.
You got some whales up
I don't
there
have a
too?
problem with it though. It's just I
Whale
feel like they're
sounds?
just
I feel
imprint
like that would be
recordings.
like,
Like I don't like. I haven't had an issue with them. I feel like it's the same thing when you go to the ocean all day and you try to go lay in your bed and it's like, but it's for your hearing.
oh.
It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
when you're like, whatever, dude. I'm good. It's been a day. I don't care.
I'm
Like,
gonna lay down on this bed and
But
fall
you know
asleep
what?
either
I use
way.
earplugs and earplugs drowns out the sound of those thoughts, which is crazy.
Whoa.
huh.
Like I put earplugs in and it's just
Yeah, see, I
Like nothing.
have loud. It gets
Crazy.
louder when I put earplugs in.
Crazy. I love it. Maybe I just hear myself.
That's crazy.
Oh, well,
It's
because
just like a humming.
that silence. You don't like
Whoa.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't like
Yeah.
that sound either. When it
I don't
like
like
it's like
that.
a ring. Yeah. in
Yeah.
my-
Oh.
That could be that noise that I like that makes me help fall asleep. Like that white noise that I use with my fan. When I put the earplugs in, I get that ring or that like just
Yeah.
humming, constant humming noise, and it's like it just puts me to sleep. You know, I just don't think about anything else except for that noise.
I had a dream
That's
that
weird
I
ears.
killed ET with a knife.
Whoa.
Damn, dude, motherfucker's just trying to phone home, dog.
Yeah, what's up?
He had tried to attack me with a weapon.
So you don't like
Oh, what kind of
you don't
weapon?
like
Was it a
ET is what
blaster?
I'm hearing.
His
No,
finger,
don't.
he's like, "Meh."
It may have been a finger, but it may have also been a hatchet.
Oh
Ooh,
fuck, ET had a
fuck
hatchet.
ET then.
That'd be-
At that point,
If you put hatchet in ET, it's scary.
That sounds like
put
a good
hatchet in
children's
the
book.
hand of anything.
E- E.T. had a hatchet?
E.T. had a hatchet.
E.T. had a hatchet, children's book, sponsored. We're sponsored. E.T. had a hatchet.
E.T. had a hatchet.
Sponsored by Jim's Auto Parts.
He had green blood, like turquoise blood in the dream.
It's like a predator.
What?
Kind of
Predator.
deal.
Aliens don't have human blood, so they're
So,
not blue.
Whoa.
I saved the world.
You saved the world by
That's all that
killing
matters.
E.T.
ET
was
with
trying
a
to kill the
hatchet.
world with a hatchet.
The entire world with a hatchet. He just stands back and just right in the middle of the world. Like,
No,
he's
he,
no,
right in
he
the middle.
throws it and it never stops spinning
Oh.
forward.
He's
Eventually, it gets
both of-
everybody.
Just throw it straight
Almost.
down.
Yeah, it just
Straight down
slices
and
the
just
world
go-
in half.
yeah.
It was more of a like a crazy hatchet in the air, screaming at you, running type vibe.
I can't wait till we dig far enough to
Yeah.
just find the dragons.
You think
I
there's
know.
dragons underneath
I
us,
think
too?
about that daily.
Yeah.
The core, dude. Come on.
The
You know,
What kind
there's
of dragons are we talking
dragons
about?
live in the core of the earth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Aliens,
that's
vampires.
the eighth sea.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
unknown sea.
Oh.
It's where the dragons live.
We've
Yeah.
went over this. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
you
been
just
over
gotta
this
go to the
before.
Mariana
We got-
Trench.
well, we try to spread the truth.
But I
So
can't
just keep
wait
spreading the
to
truth.
get there, dude. I can't wait to get there.
You rather go
Find the
there or you
dragons.
rather go to the moon?
I want.
There's
See,
nothing
but-
on the moon.
Yeah, no, there's nothing on the moon.
But
right
what's
now.
inside the moon?
Dragons.
Candy.
More dragons.
More candy.
Candy dragons.
The
yeah.
moon dragons are better than the earth dragons.
They're
and
not.
everybody knows
They're
that.
not. There's air
Moon
down
dragons
there.
sounds,
Oh,
sounds
so
pretty
they're
cool.
windy dragons?
They're windy dragons. They're windy.
We want
space
Earth
dragons.
core dragons. We want moon dragons.
Yeah.
Earth core.
The Earth core dragons. Earth core dragons.
Fuck yeah, action figures, metal.
That
I
sounds
want
tight. That's like some Street Shark shit.
it. Earth core dragons, dude.
That's hardcore.
One of them has rollerblades.
Yeah.
Earth core dragons.
Earth core dragons.
He wears a helmet.
Of course.
Sunglasses.
Safety. And
Sunglasses.
The leader has sunglasses, and he
And,
never
they,
takes
and
them
the
off.
sunglasses don't have a bridge. It's just a full sunglass.
I wish
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
shows were like just TV shows again. You know, Earth Core Dragons would be a dope TV show. One's always sucking down a juice box. What's up, bro? You know, sucks
They
it
li-
down,
and they live in the
crushes
core of
it,
the earth.
lights it on fire.
One has a denim vest.
Yep.
Sick.
Rides a motorcycle.
Oh, they just
He's
a
the
fucking-
bad boy.
He's the
Boy
bad
band.
He's the
boy.
bad
There's
boy.
boy
He's the one that
band
always tries to
dragons.
go off by himself.
Yeah, after the third season, they release a track. They have to.
That's when the Earth Core really starts.
Earth core and dragons.
Or
It's
songs.
like
Before
a
they were
Backstreet Boys.
super
It's an EP.
hardcore Earth Core, and then they just turned into like
Moon core.
Moon Core.
Moon Core's all soft.
They fight the moon core dragons, dude.
In the Battle of the Bands, dude.
No,
Moon
Moon Core Dragons is the anime version they stole. I stole the idea from.
In the
Yeah.
Battle of the Dragon Bands, dude. You guys remember Dragonforce?
They meet on Saturn's belt
No.
for jam.
You remember the band Dragonforce?
Oh yeah. Give me a song. I'm
Through
gonna-
the Fire and Flames.
Okay, the Guitar Hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played the hell
I'm gonna
out
pull
of
up
Guitar
Dragonforce
Hero
real quick
back
and
in
see
the
if we
day.
can get any songs that have come out
That's the
recently.
only good song that they got.
Yeah, but what if they got something like recently that came out?
It's
I mean, every
probably
band-
this is probably crazy guitar shit
Yeah,
again.
I bet you the first song that you're gonna type in is the one that's. What is it?
It's
It's called Reaching into Infinity.
reaching into. infinity. Look, see.
Is that the newest?
Give me a guitar solo. This is gonna
It
start.
was on
with
their
some
newest
nice-
album,
When was that?
This is Dragonforce.
2017.
Whoa, that's
2
still
years.
working. Good job, Dragonforce.
It was 2 years ago. They ain't still working. I
2
guess
years?
it's
Oh,
still
it's just the
March.
intro.
You know.
Earth Core,
This
bro.
would be the theme song
not-
of Earth
it's
Core
not Earth
Dragon.
Core.
Yeah, honestly.
And they're all assembling.
One rides it on his rollerblades with his police box.
Grinding on a rail.
Lights it on fire.
These dragons.
Earthcore Dragons.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The light.
I see it.
Yeah.
That's when the one with the motorcycle jumps over the hill
Hell yeah.
into
Yeah.
like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like,
The
rolls off.
rollerblader comes and he grinds on a pole down
Yeah.
the staircase.
This is a band of dragon superheroes called Earthcore Dragons,
And they
dude.
hit like kind of humanoids, I'm guessing, from
Oh,
what we're telling
yeah.
you.
So sick.
Well, they wear cool clothes.
they
They
have
save
wings.
the world. They
Do music.
They do music
And rock.
and
And
just being
pop.
dragons.
And also
Sounds
being
starting to
dragons.
sound like
That'd be
Teenage
pretty
Mutant
fun.
Ninja Turtles.
Teenage
But
Mutant
with
Ninja
dragons.
Dragons,
With
dude.
dragons.
Ninja Dragons.
Ninja Dragons. Earthcore Dragons.
They're not
Earthcore
teenagers
dragons.
though. They're in their like late 20s.
And they don't live in the
They're in
sewer.
their 40s. They're in their 40s.
They're in their
dads.
40s.
They're all dads.
They all have the
Earthcore
same-
dad dragons.
It just ends, the theme ends, and they're just all sitting in a garage. Yeah.
Oh, sucking down juice boxes.
One of them's
dude.
bald.
Yeah.
Why do I
Honestly,
feel
no,
like
it's-
dragons drink juice boxes?
They do.
Yeah.
These ones
I
do.
feel like they do.
One of them drinks a beer. One of them has a beer.
All dragons drink juice boxes.
It's a Street Shark / King of the Hill vibe.
Yeah, that's exactly
There
what
you
I
go.
was
There
saying.
you go.
That's what I, and they're like just the reliving that theme song over
Yeah.
and over because that was their glory days.
That was the glory days.
Yeah, they always talking about like what they looked like and what they were doing.
They had a van back in the day too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
They all
dragon
hung out-
van.
The dragon
Yeah.
van.
it flew.
The Dragon
Flew.
Van.
It had wings on the side of it.
No,
so
it
could
didn't.
take off.
It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
fly.
You know, it
It
drove.
just drove.
But
They could fly. though.
They can fly, but the dragon van just.
So they like
drove.
all pick it up and they're flying.
They were just flying there. We should just get a plane if we're gonna do this, like, didn't we?
We need the dragon plane.
God.
That's another episode, dude, right there.
Of
The
course.
smart one makes the dragon plane. Boom.
Boom. What's his
Bomb.
name?
What's the smart one's name?
It's got to be named after
Marty.
Marty.
Murden.
Hernandez.
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 Hernandez, the
He
Earthcore
named after
dragon.
fucking
All the
like,
Earthcore dragons have Hispanic names.
oh yes.
Hernandez, but like mixed them like
It's
that.
blend. Yeah, you like that?
I like Bananchez.
Bananchez.
That's the yellow one.
That's the yellow one.
The first name's Banan and the last name is
Chez.
Ches.
Bananchez.
Bananchez.
He always has a banana.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
He
Always.
always
go.
eating a banana. Yeah.
Steven Banana. Sick.
Steven Banana.
I like this. We need to make this.
This is good.
Animated show. Right?
Trademark.
Earthcore dad
Trademarked.
dragons.
Nobody steal this.
Trademark.
Nobody.
Earthcore.
Nobody.
Yeah,
We will accept fan art.
we'll accept fan art.
That would be dope.
I would love to see some fan art with this shit.
You guys
What,
got
have we
fan
got?
art?
Have we
you
got
guys
any?
got fan art?
Never.
We
Never.
never. We've never
So,
requested it.
Have we got
Let's
any,
get some
any
fan art.
messages recently? Any comments on our YouTubes? Have we got anybody's trying to say what's up? Because
Just like
we shouted out to what's the name, Mark H from Colorado.
Mark H from Colorado likes to listen to our podcast on long.
He's trying to be on it at
Hell
some
yeah.
point.
Hell
We gotta
yeah.
get Mark H on the pod.
Mark H.
Anybody else?
What's up, Mark H?
I haven't checked.
Joe Tonic.
I've just been checking the stats. I haven't been checking any comments.
Kimmy
Yeah.
Q.
Idaho.
Well, to all of you that are commenting, I appreciate it a lot. How far are we on this episode?
Well, we can call it a day if you want to call it a night.
Yeah, you're gonna
Dang,
call
that
it a
went by
night.
fast.
It's a night
I
day.
don't know,
What are we at, an hour?
8 minutes short.
Yeah, it sounds about good.
All right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Sounds
Goodbye,
good, guys.
everybody.
Have a
Well,
good
Please don't take our
one.
Nice
idea.
meeting you.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks for coming on the
Dragoncore.
pod, Justin.
Hell yeah.
Justin.
Thanks for having me, guys. This shit was
Well,
it was a
fun.
pleasure.
We'll be back on eventually.
Eventually.
All right.
Peace out.
It-